So we are called AIMon, monitoring, AI monitoring. We are a team of researchers, engineers, engineering leaders from AppDynamics, Netflix, Stanford AI Lab, as well as NYU Research. We are backed by Bessemer Ventures and Tidal Ventures and some other amazing investors. And we are used at Fortune 200 companies as well as some prominent startups. So this is a story about a happy and excited developer who just got a new AI project to work on. But soon he figures out that there's a lot of different highs and lows, different issues, problems to figure out. I'm not going to go over everything, but data gathering, data indexing, that's where VV8 comes in, retrieval, making sure your retrieval works properly, as well as making sure your LLM outputs are aligned with your expectations are just some of those. So at the end, I tried to make it look really sad right there. He's pretty upset that he has to solve all these problems. And beyond that, he realizes that he has to solve all those different problems for all the agentic steps that he has to build in his workflow. There is some research out there that as you add more agentic steps in your workflows, the success rate exponentially goes down, right? So to add to this frustration, he has his manager, his internal stakeholders, and customers yelling that the app is hallucinating. But guess what? He's not alone. There is also this example of the Amazon chatbot. This is actually a friend of mine who was trying to return her shoes on Amazon, and the bot was trying to ask her to power up, power down the shoes, hoping that the shoes will start working. All right, so what do developers do? Developers typically evaluate their RAG retrievals, their LLM outputs using LLM judges, right? LLM for inference, LLM for judging. Why not, right? You're already using it. And they're great because they can be used for a broad spectrum of evaluations, like RAG as well as LLM output. They also offer explanations. They're built to generate, so why not? That works really well. But there are also some inherent problems with using LLMs for evaluations. First, you don't just have to write your inference prompt to get your output. You now also have the responsibility of writing the perfect evaluation prompt. So the first one is do this. The second one is did you do this right? Right? Then LLM judges suffer from variance. So for the same evaluation query, if you go to the LLM judge twice, you may get radically different scores. You may get 4, then you may get 7. Adding that line to differentiate between good and bad, it becomes really hard. Then related subjectivity, based on the training time learnings of the model, it might be very subjective about different topics and very similar queries as well. It's also hard to switch judges. If you're using OpenAI, then you want to use Anthropic. Would the same evaluation prompts work? Probably not. And then also high cost and high latency are very well known problems with using LLM judges as well. So what does AIMon do? At the heart, AIMon builds its evaluation models, its proprietary evaluators that require no evaluation prompts. None of our customers have ever written an evaluation prompt to use us. They call us through an API using our SDKs, right? Then these models are built for objective measurements for various different tasks. The tasks are, for example, detect hallucination. Different kinds of hallucinations, we got it all figured out, right? Instruction adherence. We're going to look at your prompt, figure out what the instructions are that you've asked your LLM to follow, and then tell you if those instructions were followed or not, automatically, and so on. Then we offer consistent scores. So if you call our models again and again with the same input, you're going to get the same scores back. So drawing that line becomes really easy. Then the models, because they're purpose-built by us for you, they are low latency models. Now you can deploy evaluations in real time, not just when you're offline evaluating point in time, right? And then they're also very cost efficient. So these are some of the models that you would be using today in our notebook. Our hallucination detection model, which beats GPT-4o, instruction adherence model that has 87% plus accuracy on industry standard benchmarks, RAG evaluation model that ranks in the top 5 on the MTEB leaderboard, right? All you do is, again, no evaluation prompt. I've already said that. You just use our OSS SDKs or our unified API. So this is our hallucination model's performance. Here is its performance on contextual use cases where you have context, a RAG, source of truth. You're comparing the output if there's hallucination or not, right? It beats GPT-4o mini, it beats GPT-4o and some other models. This is its performance on general knowledge use cases. So the blue one is ours, and then the other colors are GPT-4o and GPT-4o mini. Similarly, this is what we are coming out with. So here, for example, you can see the model is able to tell you, pinpoint where exactly the hallucination is, right? Contextual as well as general knowledge based hallucination. Then we are also coming out with a new instruction adherence model that is going to extract out instructions, automatically grade them, and tell you which instructions are followed and not. Similarly, we have a RAG evaluation model that checks all of your chunks for relevance and tells you the relevance scores as well as explanations of why the relevance score is high or low. Then you can use the same model in re-ranking mode. You can take the bad examples and ICL our re-ranker, like prompt engineer our re-ranker to automatically improve the relevance of your RAG systems. And then lastly, you take all of that feedback and we provide you the tools to get data sets to fine-tune, preference tune, improve your RAG relevance, etc. Help you complete the group. Right? All right. So here are some, super high-level customer case studies. For example, a $400 billion enterprise customer uses us for guardrailing for hallucinations. Then we have a healthcare company that was able to detect hallucinations with AIMon 69% better than judges, LLM judges, and as well as some other customers of ours.